Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I start this episode with a bit of an oopsie. I had recorded an episode that was supposed to be episode 7, and then cleaned up my folder and deleted said video. Not very smart, I know. So the result of that is there's going to be some changes. You're going to see some things in this episode, at the beginning of this episode, that you hadn't seen before. So let's get into it. Okay, so we start at the hub, and as you can see, I've got coal coming in now. I have some coal-fired power stations, coal generators, and I seem to have missed a splitter off that one. So let's get that sorted straight away. So yeah, I've got 3 coal-fired power stations, 3 coal generators, not even connected. Okay, let's get a splitter on there. Let's get this powered up as well. Now I haven't got any steel or anything researched yet. Essentially, I've just been. That's very bendy. Let's get up there. No, not jumping high enough. Let's go around back. Where's the ladders? Okay. Yeah. So haven't really done anything else yet. Just spent all my time getting the coal from the mine that we saw in the last episode, just before I died again. Yeah, so I've got it all coming up through the side of the base. We'll take a quick look at that at the moment. So yeah, I've got 1, 2, 3 power stations. Not actually connected to the grid yet, so let's get a power pole in. Can we fit that? It's not going to fit on there. Let's stick it up there for now. Okay, that's 1. Connect these 2 to the second power line. It's not going to fit there either, so we'll plug it down there. Those 2 up and connect that to the grid. Okay. So we're still on the Mark 1 belts. Let's see how much power. Yeah, 170 megawatts of power. We're not really using anything because I turned nearly everything off in the last episode. I've done a bit of clearing out. Those 2 power lines, we don't need this anymore. Oh, that's already turned off. Yes, it's not actually turned off. Turn you off. Turn you off. Take the biomass out of it because I'll need that for my chainsaw for later. So there we are, it's coming in up the side there. I've put a splitter on here because we are going to be taking steel at some point, and so this will feed the foundry along with some iron ore from one of those miners, and that'll be our steel foundry. So let's get rid of all these now. Let's start making our first actual production line. Just been playing around at the edges for now. Again, this is only going to be a sort of interim step. I'm not planning on keeping this base looking like this forever. What else do I need to get rid of? I can tidy these up a bit. Where's that going? Oh yeah, I've disconnected those power lines, so let's get that back in. That'll be why that wasn't running. There we go, power's back. So yeah, this is kind of the transitionary base. We started off with enough to get us to tier 3, tier 4, which is great because it's unlocked a load of stuff for us to play with. But now we need to start thinking about getting a little bit serious. So we're gonna create a bus design in this episode, or at least we're going to start it. Oh, that's a bit messy. Let's get that over to you, and just delete that. There we go. Yeah, so we're going to run a bus design. The main aim in this is going to be to create some reinforced steel plates. Get rid of that one as well now. Reinforced steel plates are needed by lots of things, not least of which is the Mark II conveyor belts. We haven't. We ditched our container for the wire, or rather, we ditched the end of the line. We haven't put a container in there. I'll stick one of those in a little later on. Didn't need one, I think. So for the next tier, what do we need? So to unlock tiers 5 and 6, we need 500 modular frames, which needs reinforced steel plates, and we need motors. Motors we haven't actually unlocked yet. So let's go over to the hub and find out what it is we need to unlock motors. I think it's steel. We need rotors and I think stators, which are in the steel. So we've done tier 1, tier 2. Jump pads I'm not bothered about. Walkways, not just now. The colour gun, nice, but not bothered about it right now. Tier 3 logistics is our conveyor belt, so we'll be doing that. Do we do that before the steel or after the steel? The conveyor poles are good. The conveyor lift is obviously the upgraded version of the one we have, so we'll take that one now. We're going to need 1,000 wire, again, reinforced metal plates and some rotors. And tier 4 is where we've got the steel production and the Mark II miner. There's our motor. We've also got the Xenobasher in tier 4, which is, it's like a samurai sword for bashing aliens with. And we get the Mark III conveyor belts and conveyor lift as well as the increased storage container, the industrial version. It's double the capacity essentially, and of course double the height. So tier 3, yes, we're going to go with the conveyor belts, I think. We're going to need the steel beams for the Mark III logistics anyway. Contemplating. Doesn't tell us what the motor needs, but I think it's the stator and the rotor. There's the stator, but again we only get with the steel production unlock. Take a drink of my tea while we wait. There's the steel engine. Miner Mark II produces 120 resources a minute, and the foundry is used to smelt the iron ore and the coal together to produce steel ingots. Yeah, the conveyor belt Mark III does require steel beams, so really we need to unlock steel production before we get there. So I'm thinking we take it logically instead of going straight for steel production. Yeah, we'll go straight for the logistics Mark II. That will allow us to build our first production line. So we're going to need some wire. So I'm going to put a container over here just for now, just until we produce the rest of the resources. By that time we should have enough wire in the container from this belt. Bring you all over here. And yeah, so we'll get cracking on the rest of the resources. By the time we've finished those, we should have 1,000 in that container ready and waiting for us. So 20 steel, reinforced steel plates, 20 rotors, 100 cable. What have we got? What can we make? Most importantly, we've got turn this iron ore that we've picked up into iron ingots. This is the stuff we've basically gathered when we deleted the smelters and the belts go into the smelters, etc. So we'll craft a load of stuff. Might as well use what we've got. It's a little bit more of a grind, not much, but by the end of this episode, the big problem it is the steel plates, the reinforced steel plates. There's a lot of things that need those. So if we can get a production line going to create those, we'll start that in this episode, but it's going to take a while. So we'll start it in this episode, and then in the next episode we'll do a speed build of the rest. Reinforced iron plates. Oh, we've actually got plenty. Look at that up there, 33. Oh yeah, we already had a load. Oh well, let's get those in. At this point, you can't have enough of those either because of the belts that we're going to be using. The rotors, we can create those straight off. Let's get that done. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay, get those in. The cable, we've got 44 of. We've got. Create some cable. We've got enough wire to create that. So 56. 30, 40, 56. Spot on. There we go. Put in the cable, and now it's just the wire. Yeah, I don't think we're going to create it. I thought this was going to take a little bit longer. So, while we wait for that container to fill up, let's go and check out power shards. It's not connected to power at the moment. I'll just sort that out later. But there's the power shard. That's how it goes in. You can then overclock that to 150%. Each power shard you can add 3. Each power shard gives you an extra 50%. But it also, you can't actually see it because it's not powered. But it uses more than 50% extra power. When you underclock it, so if you underclocked it to 50%, it uses less than 50% power, so quite useful. Total Eclipse has done a really good video just recently, so absolutely check out his video to get more information on under and overclocking. So let's see, 180, that's not going to be enough. So let's go foundationeering. Let's expand our base a little bit. Take the lot. Okay. Going to build it out all over here. We can't get rid of these rocks, unfortunately. They're here to stay until we get explosives. Oh, I missed a bit. Now there is a bit of a trick to that. Did I? No, I thought I'd double built there for some reason. Oh, where did that one go? Don't know where that foundation went. Okay, so there is a bit of a trick to this. If you stand and aim at the furthest one, and you can actually get 3 or 4 in one go. Save you having to re-aim. When you build one, it'll automatically try and snap to an adjacent one. Now at this kind of angle, then it snaps to the one in front of you. So that's really helpful. Little foundationeering trick there for you. That belt's going to be getting in my way in a minute. I think I'm going to have to reroute that. But let's crack on for now. Yeah, I did. Okay, what can we do with that? Well, actually, we don't need you right now, so let's take you away. That takes a while to come down, but it's given us a boatload of stuff. Create some foundation around here. I'll rebuild that on a foundation. Oops, that wasn't. There we go. Let's try that again. Wasn't ideal. Yeah. So let's drop you for a minute. Put you in that little. Ooh, you're clipping. I don't like that. Let's move that a little bit. There we go. Except now missing cable. Is there some in there? Well, there will be. Yeah. Come here. that one. No, let's just take the rest of that. We've got that's it. Yep. And there. Keep on going out this way too. Oh, there's another one in the place. More haste, less speed, Glenog. Don't want to go too far up there, because that's where all the nasty green gases are. What have I done? Oh dear. Use that trick that you just told everybody about. Really, really useful. That you then stopped using for some obscure reason. There we go. So, oh, we're going to get gassed if we go up here. No. Still not dying, so that's good. We'll leave it there, I think. 5. 1, 2, 3, 5. Oh, yeah, that belt is really getting in my way now. Let's go and see if we can sort that out. It's a long stretch. Not that long, actually. Probably move it somewhere down there. Run it along the edge of that foundation there. Yeah, let's do exactly that. Bring that round. Yeah, I'm probably going to have to move those belts later on as well, but cross that bridge when I come to it. There. Can we get the power line onto the foundation? Oh, come here, come here. There. Power line onto the foundation. No, not too long. Degnammit. Okay. Well, let's get rid of you. You. Little tiddly bit at the end, get rid of you. Bring that over here and run you all the way up there. Okay, not ideal. Okay, let's get some more foundation in. See how much concrete's out before and how much I've got left? How you can never have too much of it. There, is that right? Is that going to be? Oh, that's still off, isn't it? Yeah, it is. No. Redo. Not happy. Bring it to a reasonable place there. Yep, I think there is good. Straight there. Happy days. Okay, so coal is back on its way in. About this power pole that's just right bang in the way. Let's get rid of you. That'll give me the resources I need to build the next, which I'm going to put too long. I'll put you here for now. I'm not going to need it anywhere. And then, oops, didn't want to press that one. Bring you here. Yep, there, just right by the, and then hook you up. Right by the belt and hook you up to them. Oh, what I haven't got enough cable again. How much do I need? 3, and I've got 2. Let's go and knock a little bit of that out. There you go. Coal production is back online. Okay, so... Oh! Where's my... Are you... You're offline, aren't you? I've disconnected power. That's why the miners were offline before. And here we go, look. There we go. Hook you up. Grid before, didn't I? Hook you into there. That puts you on the grid. Yeah, that's you powered up. You're yellow because you're full. That's fine. You're red. Oh, I'm not worried about you. You're still not going then. Why are you still not going? Why are you still flashing red at me over there? Copper production is offline. Why? More power. It's got to be more power. Yeah, 0 power. Okay, what have I missed? What have I missed? I've missed you, haven't I? Yes. There we go. Yeah, that's green. And yellow and puffy smoke coming out. That's great. 500 and... yeah, 117 gives us 1,000. Okay, let's get Logistics Mark II online and then we can start reconfiguring our miners for our new production line. Wrong one, there we go. 500, 500. Ooh, we didn't get the little fist this time.
Milestone reached. We encourage you to consider more verticality when it comes to factory logistics to streamline short-range transportation.
So steel production is going to be next. For that, we're going to need lots of reinforced iron plates. Well, not lots of. We could probably churn it out now, but the Mark II belts are going to need reinforced steel plates. So let's get our first production underway. Our first miner's going to go there, and we're going to point it in this direction. So we're going to get these two lined up. Now we've got to fit a miner in over here as well, because that's our third node, but it's not fitting it. Oh, this is in the way. Yep. What have we got in there? Let's just dump everything in here for now. Okay, not everything. That's enough. That'll do. And we'll store what we can back in there. Okay, that's everything. Let's just clean things up and take away that. Okay, so we can now. Let's just move you out of the way for a minute. Hook you up to the top of the. You go. Connect the platform here, and then connect you back down there. Don't want to be clipping through this mountain as well. Okay, let's get a foundation in there. Okay, so let's pick up a miner. And come on, you can do it. There you go. Facing that way, I think. And we can have everything coming out of. Got an overflow box. Let's grab that. So we'll create our new miner, have it facing the same way as the second one. And we can join these together on a belt. Just put our belt along here. A little bit further. No. Okay, just there then. Is it going to line up? Oh, it's not really lining up well at all, is it? No. It's a bit far away from. Okay, let's see if we can fix this. Can we? Yeah. Okay. Let's pull it out. Tell you what, let's do it the other way around. Come on. Where's our Mark II belt? belts, because we're going to need that. Let's start with that. Bring it closer to the other miners, and then run it right along this foundation seam here. Okay. That'll do. Get a, not a splitter, I want a merger, thank you. We'll get a Mark 1 belt, bring it there. Because if we look at that, it only produces 60 a minute, which is exactly what that conveyor belt does, so that's fine. No, merger first. Not a pole. No, merger. There we go. Oh, what am I missing? Rods. Okay. Bother. Okay, let's go and create some rods. Certainly not going to do all 500 iron ore into iron ingots. That's just going to be a bore. We're done with the grind, remember? Yes. Okay. Merger. Bang. Done. Mark 1 belt. Bang. Done. Now, I don't need you as a Mark 2 belt. And I don't actually need that pole there either. So I can just run on the Mark 1 belt straight from there into there. And then it's Mark 2 the rest of the way. Okay. So out of my miners comes 180 units per minute, although it's only actually coming at 120 per minute. So let's get some smelters in there. Where am I going to put them? Put them here. Is that enough space? I think it's enough space. I hope it's enough space. 1, 2, 3. Not quite. Come on, come on. There you go. 3 and 4. Actually, no. That's a terrible idea putting them in line. Let's put them on the other side. So we've got 2 on each side. So the splitter will actually split both ways. Let's hold control down to get lined up to its opposite number. Bang. And hold control again. Line up both ways. There we go. I think I've got too close on that left hand side there. Well, let's find out. We've now run out of reinforced iron sheets. Hey ho, let's go and build some more. Have we got any in here? Oh, we've got some, yeah. We've got some sheets, we've got some reinforced ones already built. Let's pick it. Oh, we've got some screws already there. Okay. Yeah. Pick up some ingots as well. Actually, our coal, now that we've got the smelters down, that 400 iron ore that I've got left, I'll just dump straight into the smelters. Iron ingots, drop the ore. And iron ingots, drop the ore, and iron ingots, and drop the ore, and all together now, iron ingots, and drop the ore. Okay. Mark 2 belt. Yeah, I can, with the 13 I had, I can bring that to here. That's all I'm going to need for right now. Let's get some splitters up in here. Splitter 1. Now that's the problem. The control key doesn't work when you're putting them on a belt. It only works when you're putting them on a foundation. Got to eyeball that one. I think. Oh, look at that! Just enough room. I think I'm using like tile of belt there. That'll do me nicely. This is a little bit further apart. I've got somewhere to jump over. Again, that's going to be Mark 1 belt as well, because it's only 30 per minute that it needs. So that'll do for me. Okay, so Yep. It's nicely lined up now. Where am I going to bring these out? I want a merger here. Drop that there. Then I can bring a Mark 1 belt out. Oops. You know what I've done, don't you? Put it the wrong way round! Okay, let's get rid of that one. Let's try that again, only better. Rotate it, so it's outputting in the right direction. One belt over there, boom, and one belt over there. Okay. We can take a Mark 2 belt out of that. Foundation there, because I'm going to need it. Create our other merger here. What I'm lining up with there, is that going to be enough? Let's have a, oh, no, just nowhere near enough room to get a belt in there. So let's try that again. Yep, that'll do. And you here. No. There we go. Okay, so that's our smelters sorted. So we've got 4 smelters to either side, coming into a single merger, or 2 mergers rather, one either side. I think I'm going to use one for nuts and one for rods. Okay, I haven't got enough for steel yet. I think I'm going to use one for rods and eventually screws, and the other side for plates, and they can go into the assembler to make the reinforced iron plates. Okay, so let's get this stuff powered up. So let's power up our lines. We'll take a feed off the main line, get those 2 powered up. Not that one, this one. I'll feed off that one. There. No, there. No. Can we get it in there? No, we can't. That'll do. 1, 2. No, it's minor. Yeah, minor powered up. Happy days. Okay. And we need a feed from that one over to. That's not going to go down there either, is it? Because I'll put them right close together. Lesson learned, have a bit of a gap. Okay. We have a smelting plant. As you can see, it's taking it off that belt, feeding it into smelters. Smelters had some in, so they're already getting their job done. Tiddly bit. Tiddly. No. We're not going to be able to get that tiny, itsy bitsy, teeny weeny yellow bit of belt. That really got away from me, that sentence, didn't it? No, I'm just going to leave it. I'm not going to be bothered about that one tiny piece of ore. Okay, so that's our smelting factory done. Now, question is, what do we do with the rest? Where do we take it? Are we gonna... Thinking hat on. I really should have planned this out beforehand, you know. Planning and pronunciation. No, planning and preparation prevents poor performance. So can I'm going to have to get these round the corner, I think. If I can... I'm looking at the wrong thing there, entirely the wrong thing. Anyway, that's my ore. And I'm still looking at it, and I'm still contemplating what I'm going to do with ore. I'm not going to do anything with ore. So, okay, so we'll leave it there for this episode, I think. We'll do a bit of foundation here while we mull over what we're going to do. If you put it in the right place again. So if you like this episode, then click on that subscribe button, hammer that like button, and hit the bell to get notifications of new content coming out on the channel. There's been a bit of a bumper bag of episodes lately. I've just had an opportunity to create a bunch, so I thought, why not? So like, subscribe, hit the bell, and we'll see you in the next episode. Oh, chainsaw! Before we go, let's get that chainsaw down. This is why I have a chainsaw. There we go. See, nice new open space. So yeah, like, subscribe. If you got any comments on this episode or this entire series even, then drop them in the comments section below, and yeah, I'll endeavour to read and respond. Until next time, thanks for watching.